Thank you for coming to today's meditation. And for this, I'd like you to find a window or an image, something that you can look at. So if you have a window that you want to gaze out of and feel comfortable doing so, find your way to that space. If not, finding an image or a photo, or something that makes you feel good, and pull that up and find somewhere comfortable to sit. You can allow your body to find support by resting its back on a wall or by sitting upright on your own. And today we're going to do a seated meditation. Our meditation involves looking at what is in front of us. We're able to let go of everything that's happening outside and really focus on this moment. Knowing again it's okay if we lose sight of it, if we move direction, if we're distracted or if we notice thought coming in. It's completely normal and we're not forming any judgment. So start by looking at what's in front of you. Find one small detail to really focus on. Knowing it's okay that your mind may see other things that are on its peripheral. But you've got one small area to focus. And I'm going to be sat here with you as well. And I'm going to be looking at the candle. And so by all means, this could be your fixed gaze as well. And together we're going to sit here and look at what is in front of us. Not forming any judgment, but just allowing it to be as it is. You may find it harder to just look at something without any thought. You can notice the colour of what you're looking at and really focus on the colour and how you would describe it. Because though we are working towards clearing our mind, we're organising it. And it's okay because our minds and our sight is all focused on the same thing. So focus on the colour, the minuscule detail in front of you. Knowing you may chop and change a little bit. But when you notice this, accept that it is what it is. Release any judgment and go back to your original minuscule small point that we were looking at. You may notice if it has any texture. If it's something that moves, how it may or may not move. Sometimes we can look at something without asking any questions, and it will give us the answers. But though you may be looking at colour, trust that you're taking in so much more. So allow yourself to just look at that minuscule thing in front of you. And we're going to sit here for a few breaths and now not think of anything about it, but just look at it as it is, without judgment. We notice how easy or not easy it may be to look at something without judgment. We note that, but we do not need to try and work it out. We trust that everything we need to know from it is already being processed. So right now, our only focus is to look at that minuscule thing in front of us. That minuscule thing in front of us is allowed to just be as it is, without needing to change or do anything. Knowing that that minuscule thing in front of us is still the exact same minuscule thing in front of us, with or without our judgment. Know that it's okay if your gaze may chop and change, or thoughts may come into your head. Know that it is what it is. Do not think or give any judgment to yourself, but re-look at that small, original, minuscule object in front of you. Give yourself permission to learn and to be okay with just looking at what's in front. And if our mind gets distracted, we look at what's in front of us to pull us back into this moment, knowing that nothing is lost and nothing has been doing wrong. This is just the moment. And we're going to stay looking at the small, minuscule object in front of us, just allowing it to be as it is, knowing it will always be as it is, with or without our judgment. And on your next exhale, close your eyes and see if you can still see that small, minuscule object in your mind's eye. Knowing it's okay if you do not, or if another idea or shape or picture comes to your mind. As we reopen our eyes and fix our gaze again on that small, minuscule object in front of us. And again we close our eyes, working at picturing it in our mind's eye, knowing it's okay if we do not. As we reopen our eyes to look at the small, minuscule object, without any judgment, and giving ourselves time to re-find it if necessary. As we close our eyes for the third and final time, imagining that small, minuscule object in our mind's eye. Maybe rethinking about the colour, the texture, the movement, whatever you learnt from it that maybe you didn't think you were learning. Imagine as if you're still looking at it, keeping that sensation with you. As we open our eyes for the third and final time, finding that minuscule object and then looking around its context. Looking around again, slightly bigger again, until you feel ready to look around the space around you. Thank you for joining in today's meditation.